Sleepaway Camp was easily a cult classic when it came out in 1983. But what about its sequel, which came out 5 years later? Well, then, my friends, prepare yourselves as we pack up and head to Camp Rolling Hills as I prepare to bring to you a re review of Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers. These are German breakings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a re-review of the 1988 slasher flick Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers, or Nightmare Vacation 2 as it was called in the UK. Released by Double Helix Films and directed by Michael A. Simpson. With a story ran by Fritz Gorin and stars Pamela Springsteen in the role of Angela, along with Renee Estevez and others. The film takes place 5 years after the events of the original and features serial killer Angela working as a counselor, murdering misbehaving teenagers at another summer camp. This film was released on August 26, 1988. Now unlike its predecessor, this has elements of black comedy and references to various other horror franchises, like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and even the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and was followed by a direct sequel a year later. Now, before I go on with this, if you haven't seen my re-review of the first film, check that out before you go into this one, because yes, I am giving you the whole story. Just wanted to give you a moment of silence so I could get this going. Let's get started. 5 years following the events of the first film, a girl named Phoebe tells a group of boys at a campfire the story of the murders at Camp Arawak. Her head counselor, Angela, forces her to go back to the cabin. After the pair gets into an argument, Angela bashes a log over Phoebe's head and then removes her tongue for having a filthy mouth. The next day, campers Molly, Allie, Mare, Demi, and Leah, and sisters Brooke and Jody question Angela on the whereabouts of Phoebe. She tells them she had to send her home. Later that day, Angela discovers Brooke and Jody smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol. She initially let them go only to find them fornicating with one of the boys the next day. Angela chases the boys off. Afterward, Brooke wakes up on a grill and discovers Joey's charred remains. Angela then pours gasoline over Brooke and burns her to death as well, saying, "Say no to drugs." And boy, where was I? Oh, yes. That night, the boys start a panty raid, which Angela breaks up. During a jockstrap raid against the boys, Mare flashes her breasts. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what that means. Okay, sorry. Angela decides to drive her home and murders her with an electric drill. The next night, campers Anthony and Judd try to scare Angela dressed as Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. The plan backfires when Angela dresses Leatherface, wearing Mare's skinned face as a mask, slashes Anthony's throat, and murders Judd with a chainsaw. The next day, Angela sets a trap for Allie and forces her down an outhouse, drowning her in human waste and leeches. Yeah, that's one bit I really don't like to watch. That's kind of gross-a-roo. Seriously. Not that I'm trying to be rude to y'all, but please understand. The next, then that night, Demi reveals to Angela that she phoned the families of the campers sent home and discovered the girls aren't at home. Realizing she could be caught, Angela strangles Demi with a guitar string before stabbing Leah to death when she finds Demi's body. The next day, head counselors Uncle John and TC fire Angela for sending too many campers home, and Molly and Sean go into the ward woods to cheer her up, but the pair discover the bodies of the other campers before Angela ties them up. Now for the ending, procedure. You have 5 seconds to sub this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below as I now start counting down. If you've seen this already, continue. Okay, you've been warned. After learning the whereabouts of Molly and Sean, TC goes after them, but Angela throws battery acid in his face, killing him instantly. Sean is decapitated after he realizes Angela is the murderer from the Camp Arawak incident 5 years ago. Later, Angela leaves the cabin and Molly frees herself. Upon returning, Molly knocks Angela unconscious, steals her knife, and escapes. After an extended chase through the woods, Molly falls onto a rock and is presumed dead. After killing the remaining campers, Angela hitches a ride, but the driver quickly annoys her and she kills her. Molly regains consciousness and makes it out of the woods, but the truck pulls up behind her. Molly is horrified to learn that Angela is the driver, and she screams as we fade out. End of story. So, what did I think of Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers? I'm going to say this is a guilty pleasure and what have you. This is outrageously crazy and what have you. I like the black comedy elements and what have you in this and what have you. The film sits at 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, and of some reviews, the digital bit said that the Blu-ray release of the film, which came out by Scream Factory under license from MGM, that came out in June of 2015. But I understand this, mind you, those files are out of print now, and you'd have to pay an arm and a leg for them. But so the best way is to try and stream them. They are available on various, probably on some sites. Tubi is probably your best chance. Now, the digital bit said the Blu-ray release of the film is half of one of the most enjoyable high-definition horror experiences of the year. Yeah, I feel bad that I never got it because I didn't have no Blu-ray player. Not yet, anyway. Now, and the site Why So Blue, as in Blu-ray, says it's unfortunate that the original negative master, what have what have you, has been lost. But I still think the look of the film looks better than it has ever before. And DVD Talk said the film is purposely not scary, adding that it instead ramps up the self-aware humor and ridiculous death scenes. I absolutely do agree and what have you. Sure, its deaths can be a little, and its humor and dialogue can be pretty cheesy at times. But this is one time I can handle it, definitely. So anyway, I thought that it was just not too bad. Now for our cast, we have Pamela Springsteen, who I've mentioned in my last video, took over the role of Angela. She, of course, is the sister to the boss himself, Bruce Springsteen. I must admit she did an exceptionally good job. Renee Estevez makes her debut as Molly. She was very good. Tony Higgins, while credited as Anthony Higgins, plays Sean. He was pretty good. Valerie Harmon playing Allie. Yeah, kind of but I don't know. You may think she looks all. Yeah, well, I really don't want to try and talk too much. But her death is just one scene I cannot stand to watch. Not that I'm trying to be rude to y'all who like this film, I have you, but I understand. Brian Patrick Clark played TC, which I've heard from someone as a pun on Tom Cruise's name. The initials that time would be for Tom Cruise or something like that. Walter Gotel played Uncle John, not bad. Susan Marie Snyder played Mare. Kendall Bing played Demi. Julie Murphy played Lee. Uh, Carol Chambers played Brooke. And Amy Fields played Jody. Let's see. Benji Wilhoit played Anthony. And Walter Franks III played Judd. There's just so many here and what have you. So anyway, I am gonna say, well, it does have a pretty good cast and what have you. James Oliverio did the score, and it's not too bad either. Some of the music here is pretty creepy and what have you, but it did have some pretty good rockin' tunes we hear at the end credits. As it kind of goes a little slowly and what have you, and it kind of has a little funny pun at the end saying, "Thank you for reading the credits." Oh, that was just so funny. Anyway, I think Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers, I kind of feel like it's a little underrated, but still, it's a guilty pleasure by, well, how should I put it this way? By a lot. So I'd say if you're into the first, if you like the first film, you may like this one as much, as long as you can handle the crazy, cheesy, campy humor and what have you, and of black comedy and what have you, then I'd say you may feel right at home with this one. Of course, as I said already, a year later, a third film would follow in Sleepaway Camp 3 Teenage Wasteland, which I'll be reviewing in the next video. So overall, I would recommend this to y'all, but I think give it a one-time watch though, just to be on the safe side. Also, if you're a hardcore completionist. So, what did you think of Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel and make my video views grow with. And next time will be a re-review of Sleepaway Camp 3 Teenage Wasteland. So I do hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews for these other horror flicks. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of the original Friday the 13th from 1980. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review of Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Or if you'd like another horror flick from 1988, check out my re-review of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.